What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 185 of the Cheesy Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the most generous squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
Werewolves are magical girls.
And we got the Ray Trace Durag and Richard Vaughn.
I'm an Elden Lord. I've sat on the Elden throne.
You have. We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. We're going to be talking about Splatoon 3, Forspoken, God of War, Fortnite, and Elden Ring. And like just a bunch of anime and manga and Marvel, Star Wars, You know what you're here for. Alright. So Sunbreak has been out for like a total of like 5 days, 6 days, and
it came out on Thursday, right? No, Thursday going into Friday.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, been out, a solid 5-6 days, and I beat it.
And I'm
not surprised. Not surprised.
So, I mean, shit, how long did it take you to beat it?
I didn't even look at my hour count beforehand, so, like, the fact that all the hour counts are just, like, homogenized.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Rise is going to be my most played Switch game. It's, like, racing towards Smash Bros. In hour count. And we just
I'm not surprised.
Too much time into Smash. Like, the thing with Smash would be in a big lobby and you spend like an hour waiting to be able to play.
Yeah. But even then, I feel like if it was a few less people and we were still waiting, we would still play the same amount of time.
Yeah, I mean, once we were in the lobby, all of us were just clocking hours of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Sunbreak, I was real hype about it last week. Like, the hype finally hit me right before it dropped. I got my collector's edition in. Got my Malzeno amiibo.
Fuck yeah. Do you think it lived up to that hype that you had built up in your heart?
Well, the thing was, the hype didn't have much time to build. I, like, clean forgot about it. And it was like, yeah, we're getting trailers or whatever. But,
they were definitely feeding us content.
Yeah,
Right.
So, is it a spoiler to... I'm only going to talk about stuff that was, like, announced beforehand.
Okay.
So
as long as it's not the final boss.
Yeah, no. The final boss is the only surprise in the game, and that's what's disappointing to me. The fact that they had no monsters up their sleeve. They told us every single monster except the final boss, which there's not going to ever be like, they still didn't really say Xeno'jiiva or Safi, not Safi Jiva, Sharish Valda in like any promotional stuff, so they're never really show
they don't
talk about the final.
I feel like the community didn't even really talk about those. They might have talked about like what was the other Jiva? Safi Jiva?
Well, yeah, Safi was because that wasn't really a spoiler.
But it was like and additional content.
But yeah, so like I'm really disappointed that in trailers and in all the last trailer they could have just not shown that. They could have just announced Basil Geese, like, highlighted more of the monsters we already knew. The fact that there was no surprises. Like
no secret Odegarin.
No secret Odegarin, no Tsukabra, no like
Basuda. Yeah, like come on now. I thought they would have something up their sleeve too, but I guess not. I guess they blew their whole load. I was like, all right.
It's like really I'm like,
let's cuddle.
Every monster?
Right. Like, come on, no. I came here for some deep dish hunting.
We had surprises. Like, I think there are going to be surprises in the roadmap, but
You think there are going to be surprises in the roadmap? You sure they just
Season
won't
Peace was
tell
a
us?
surprise in the Base Rise roadmap. The Base Rise roadmap is weak, and it still has surprises.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think they're going to blow their whole load.
I hope not.
Sounds like they kind of did.
It's grayed out right now, but like some people are even looking and already speculating on what's next. And it's probably going to be just that too, and they're going to go into full detail. But as far as the game in and of itself,
oh yeah, the game's great. Like the actual like a lot of the updates, the improvements, like the fact that the town, because before in Kimura, they still had it split up between the hub and the village, even though you could be with everybody in the village, but there are no sectioned off areas in the new
so no
town.
extra load screens.
Right. So the new town, what is it, Elgato?
I don't remember.
Elgato. But Elgato is a really cool just area for Monster Hunter, and it highlights all the cool things about. The only thing is there are too many invisible walls. I felt like you could get on top of more shit in Kimura than you can in Elgato.
That's because Kimura is a ninja village.
Yeah, you're the only one with a wire bug.
Yeah, really? What is it? What are they doing?
Everybody else just walking around.
They don't even have clutch claws.
I mean, so there are follower quests in Rise now, so you can basically go out on solo hunts with AI teammates and do like story missions with them and develop them. And they have some really cool weapons. Like Juwan had the great sword from the follower quests, and that great sword is clean as hell. So I need to go and get that.
So doing those quests would get you a weapon, or like a I guess a
think
specific weapon.
so. You have to like do the quest to like friend the person, and I think you have to choose your weapon, and then eventually you're going to need parts from like the end game monsters. Because they open up a like new tier of monster that like extends the end game. Like, so I want to say like 1 through 5, like Master Rank 1 through 5, they had you capped. So you'd only be able to go up 1 Master Rank after doing like the prerequisite quest. But then from 5, they had you grind to 10. And then 10 was when they used all your accumulated hunts to like work towards your overall master rank. And so the next milestone after that was 10 and then 20. And then I think I'm on like 27 on my way to 30. And then I know there's a 50 quest.
Okay, so like me doing all these missions and shit, even though I'm capped at 2 right now, eventually when that next
10,
couple caps are, so when the 10 cap is removed, I'll get all that shit back.
Yeah.
Retroactively, I guess.
Yeah. Isn't that how it worked in World?
I feel like it's been so long, I don't fucking remember.
So the thing was,
it sounds familiar though.
The problem with Rise early on was they didn't count. Like, I did every quest that was available in Rise before the first title update came out. And when the title update that removed the cap fully came out, it didn't count any of that shit towards my overall hunter rank. So, but I know for a fact...
Was that just like a... Did they just, like, overlook that?
Base Rise had a lot of problems.
Oh, for sure.
That's why by the time it came to PC, it was like a lot of these problems were solved and you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, we definitely went through some weird shit with Rise early on the Switch. So, Jill, have you even gotten... Do you have Rise? I don't know.
I have Rise. It's in my Switch.
Okay.
I have Rise. I do not have Sunbreak, but I have Rise.
Have you beat Rise?
No, I have not.
Okay. I'm super down to help you beat Rise because they gave you the equivalent of the Guardian armor. I think it's like the Black Belt armor in this version. And it will be good enough to get you to the point that you can start Sunbreak. Because you don't even necessarily need to completely beat Rise to get to Sunbreak.
Just probably further than I am.
Yeah, I'm still like on my level 50 shit for my HR 50 shit.
I'm not even there.
I just hit that, so I think I got like some stuff I've missed doing to complete.
Do you know what your hunter rank is? Because I know you were like 40 something when we started.
At this point, it's like 50 something.
Okay. I know with me, I've just been Eric's like. There was a video for grinding master rank, and it was essentially just do multiple monster hunts, and that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, you got any standouts about the expansion so far for you, Madrid?
For me, I've just been enjoying like some of the peripheral shit, like the cutscenes are actually like real cool.
Yeah,
I like the characters.
cutscenes
That's
are
why
a
I'm kind of
big
excited to
step
do
up.
some of those quests, those
the
NPC quests.
companion quest.
The companion quest, yeah.
I'm not even sure
So
it's actually companion. It's definitely not buddy.
that sounds familiar.
Buddies are the Palicos and Palamutes.
I mean, they're all your friends, shit.
Yeah, honestly.
But yeah, that's been one of the things I've been enjoying about the game so far. Besides that, it feels pretty smooth. Like the monsters do kind of hit, and some of the builds that I've been seeing are kind of sick. I haven't really gotten a lot of new moves yet, so that's kind of the thing right now. But once I get those, like those new switch skills,
they drop maybe after the urgent quest you just got, because they just kind of drop a set on you early on.
What's the gorilla shit? Gorilla Boom?
No. That's a Pokemon. I have no idea what that thing is called. One of the three lords, the zombie one. That is cool.
The Frankenstein.
Yeah, Frankenstein. Why did I say zombie?
I mean,
Frankenstein, you know?
It's undead. It all classifies as undead.
But yeah, that's a pretty cool hunt. I haven't gotten to hunt. I hunted that monster and was able to make its greatsword, and then so needed to go hunt lesser stuff to get the upgrade path to make its greatsword. But yeah, I mean, I'll say the cinematic presentation has just been like elevated in comparison to any Monster Hunter I've played. So GU, World, Iceborne, Base Rise.
Yeah, shit. Like I said, I'm real excited to fight the final boss too.
Have you seen the final boss?
Nah.
So I kind of want to get Sunbreak on PC to just.
Oh yeah, with the ultra.
And that's why I have not gone back to Rise, and that's why because I'm not so far in that I wouldn't really feel like I was starting over if I got it on PC.
That's the thing with World. I started over twice. I started over on PC, and I want to say my PC save is in Iceborne, and then I started over on Xbox and didn't get far, but it was on Game Pass. I had Game Pass. I was like, well, shit, I'll play some fucking Monster Hunter, and I got a rare achievement though, because I knew like where one of the rare spawns for one of the bugs, like one of those trophies. It was a rare achievement on Xbox, so I just went scooped that. So
Did you feel anything after you did it?
Yeah, it's nice to the fact that the rarer the achievement, they have different achievement pops for like hard to get achievements. So
Mhm.
considering that one was rare, like PlayStation doesn't, you have to go after the fact and see the rarity of the trophy. But like if you did something that the majority of players aren't going to do, like if it's, I think it's under like 10% of players, like anything under 10% of players, you get like the diamond achievement pop, which is, it's a nice little animation.
That's
Like
cool.
I think PS4 had the best trophy pop. Like I mean, it's not too different PS3, PS4, PS5, but for that time period, because I preferred the Xbox 360 achievement pop over a PS3 trophy pop. And
the 360 achievement pop sound is that's a good sound.
Well,
That's a good.
Those.
It's one of the best you did something good sounds. I will say the Warcraft OG ding sound, that's a pretty good one. When you would level, you would get this little ding. It's nice. Nice.
I got to see how Overwatch manipulates my.
Oh, I was about to say, if I heard some Overwatch sounds, I might.
I broke the little
my
loot box keychain I had that made the loot box sound to just like give me that serotonin hit with a keychain. And so yeah, I used that so much that it broke. So
You know, it wouldn't do anything for me. The sound of an Apex pack opening, because I know it's going to be some dog shit.
God, Apex's rates are so bad.
Apex, I don't know. Apex is just having kind of an off season right now. I don't know anybody who's playing except the people who like exclusively play ranked.
But weren't they upset about the rank rework?
Yeah, but that's not going to stop them from playing the game.
True.
Yeah?
For me, it's just too much competition right now. I gotten the Overwatch
Games are in a
2
great
beta,
place.
and I talked about it a little bit last week, but I actually played like more Overwatch than I was able to play before last week's episode this week. So the Overwatch 2 beta is, I started to feel the fun in it. I was like, yeah, I could see partying up with 5 people, going in, having like a coordinated team, because I was just solo queuing. So I was sitting around on Twitter and YouTube on my phone while I was waiting. Because 10 minutes, like if you're not playing support, and because there are no new support characters, if you're not playing support, you're waiting at least 10 minutes to get a match. That's why I'm like, they should really just put this, like,
roll out the actual fucking beta.
Right. Start sending out keys, because I haven't heard anybody say that they got a key. Like, the only people that I know who are in bought the Watchpoint pack. Like a clown,
pack, yeah.
like me.
Yeah.
So, for it to be basically a buy-in right now, essentially, they need to, its queue times are too bad. They're not even, I don't know if I talked about this last week, but it has bothered me more this week. So everybody who was in base Overwatch, so everybody but Sojourn and Junker Queen, got an updated costume. And Echo, that's her name, right? Mm-hmm. Echo doesn't, like, has the second skin, but there are no changes whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, shit, wasn't she like the last character added?
Yeah, but wasn't that like a year and a half ago? More than that? No, yeah. Shoosh,
they're like, yeah, her design's perfect.
They could have lied.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not defending them at all, but I just think it's fucking hilarious. I mean, look at how they changed the levels. They changed it. They just pushed it up by 12 hours.
Well, the good thing, I have only played on old maps twice, and those were both last week. This week I've been getting the push maps, and the push is really interesting.
It's interesting. You want to try it out with the squad? That's what it is.
That's the
or at
thing.
least one other person.
Yeah, just having anybody to play with, anybody who I regularly play games with, if they could get into the beta and just play. I think I could get Radic in, but Radic's exclusively on Switch right now, which I understand. Sunbreak. I'm not gonna pull anybody away from Sunbreak for Overwatch. I just knew I didn't have enough time to play, or like mental capacity to play Sunbreak, so I booted up some Overwatch too.
Yeah, I actually booted up my PlayStation for the first time in a while, either yesterday or maybe the day before. I think it was
hella updates. I know 14 had an update. Knockout City had an update.
Yeah, all those shits were just updating. But I said fuck it, and I booted up Elden Ring again, because where I had left off at last week, I was probably 3 bosses away from beating it.
Mm-hmm.
And
you were in that final stretch of like...
Yeah, that final stretch. So it's like, all right, I killed Malekith the Black Blade, but I had to go respec myself again because I changed to like a strength faith build. But I was so late in the game, I wasn't used to using it. I'm like, I'm built to play Elden Ring in like 1.5 types of ways. And this one, I don't get it. I don't fully understand. Like, it helped me for a couple bosses, but for what I was trying to do.
Your build.
Right. I'm like, I need my intellect. I need my intellect and my Moonveil Katana and my rocks. I need to hurl my rocks. I need to get them off.
Good old gravity magic.
Gravity magic is stupid, and by gravity magic I mean those 3 fucking rocks.
And Radon's
with the meteor staff.
With the meteor
Gotta
staff.
have the meteor staff
specifically. So I switched back to that, but I kept my health high and I made my strength higher, and I was like, all right, I don't need this much MP. I'm like, I don't need this much stamina. I definitely don't need any faith. I said, fuck it. I don't need any arcane either.
Yeah,
I just re-rolled my stats and made it a better version of my original one to where I'm not like a fucking glass cannon.
You know?
And it definitely worked out better because, you know, my Moonveil was basically maxed out, which I finished maxing after I beat God. Was it God? Free? God?
Yeah, I think that was God free. Yeah, but well, fuck. Introducing Godwin, I was like, no, it's not Godric.
It's not Godric.
Everybody's name in the game either starts with a G, an M, or an R.
Yeah, they're all the fucking same. Dear Lord. So yeah, then I fought him. That fight was pretty intense. And then his phase 2, when he goes to like, flips you up in the air, then hits you with the Kaniku Buster. And it's just like oh my god, it's just like the worst possible fucking thing. And for a while, I didn't know you could like dodge it because he would just scoop me up. But you know, I grinded that out, beat him, and then the final boss, I went through that rigmarole today. Put him in the dirt. Did a little save scum. Got 2 endings. I'm good. I am an Elden Lord.
Yep.
You know, I
on the Elden Throne.
I can honestly say that Elden Ring is a 10 out of 10 game. Like, just all the way through. I'll give it that.
I'm concerned because...
It's not my favorite game, but, like, it literally checked off all those boxes and had me invested in a way that an open world game hasn't.
Yeah, that's the thing. It really recontextualized open world design, and that's when open worlds don't suffer from the fatigue, is when they recontextualize it. And
actually, I'm going to say this right now. As someone who hasn't beaten it yet, but I've put like 20 hours in this hoe.
It's not enough hours.
I know. I
ended at like 115.
Right now. I will say that is one of 2 video games I played this week. I've had much time, but I've only played 2 video games this week. One was Elden Ring. The other was a bit of 14 because 14.
Oh yeah, I'm going back to that. Don't worry.
Oh yeah.
Right, I'm getting prepared for my Endwalker journey.
Oh.
I've made a decision, and I've made it a commitment that I'm going to punch Xenos in the face on the moon. So I have to level monk right now. I've made that decision.
Okay.
I'm putting hands on him. Like, having primals do it for me ain't enough no more.
Nope.
It's got to be straight hands.
But that 90 shit. Ooh, that 90 shit on your summoner is nasty.
Oh yeah. But the point that I was trying to make about Elden Ring is the real reason why it feels like it recontextualizes the open world design is because it's not bloated. It's not bloated. It's not filled with a bunch of fucking markers. It's not filled with like 1.5 million fucking pointless collectibles. Like, everything you interact with that game is what you need for your journey, or a toy that you get to decide what to do with.
So, Elden Ring.
Not to mention all the flavor text and lore bits just scattered about. Like, I've fallen down, like, I watch Wooly Versus on YouTube, and you just sit back just running shit, and I just throw Elden Ring, like, playthroughs on in the background, and they just break down some of the lore sometimes. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on in this game? And I finished it, and I don't know. I don't know.
I've watched
the lore is there.
Lore videos.
Yeah,
and
that's my next thing.
There's still no real explanation of the, like, why Malekith and Radagon, like, there's no real defining reason of why she split into 2 people.
Malekith?
Yeah. Not Malekith. Not
America.
America. That's...
So America split into 2 people, and that was Radagon and
America. Yeah.
So they're the Elden Ring. Oh,
that
so
was to
like...
do. That was to conquer and do the thing. Because the moment they finished conquering, didn't Radagon just dip, or was cast out basically?
Well, no, I think Radagon started working towards fixing the Elden Ring.
No, I'm confusing Radagon with the fucking her first husband. That's who I was confusing him with, not the second one.
No, it was the kids that were being outcast and shit.
No. Her first husband got sent.
Who shed the Elden Ring?
Her first husband got sent out, and from his line comes to Tarnish, what we're playing as, that is supposed to one day reclaim the throne. And then the second marriage is where we get the second marriage brings in Radagon
and they were the same person.
No, that's when that was after they became the same person after she broke the thing.
No, they were the same person originally, and then
yes, and they went back to being the same person after she broke the thing because he tried to repair the thing.
I feel like this is another hour of lore videos that now have to.
Right.
Yeah. I'm gonna go study up on the lore as well, and then we'll reconvene.
Yeah, there's still no explanations for some of the.
You still have that whiteboard up, right? I got some dry erase markers.
I mean, it's not up anymore.
Does it exist?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Own it.
We just need it for the memes.
All of us draw our own interpretation of the Elden Ring.
Yeah. Heck, that would make it narratively one of the best games we've had in a decade. If we all played the game and we all came back with our own interpretation of what happened with
Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lore video that
we just need you to finish it and Chris to finish it.
Yeah,
then we can do that. You know, I don't be beating games anymore. So shit.
I mean, I beat Sunbreak. I beat.
Yeah, Sunbreak's next because you know that's simple enough. And then Endwalker, probably I'll probably start playing that bitch in about a week. No, I'll probably start playing it this weekend. I'm not gonna lie. I got the itch for it.
Jalen, how far in post Shadowbringers are you?
I am on one. I'm still in like, what is it? 5.1, 5.2?
Is it 6?
Oh.
5? Okay.
You're trying to figure out how to get back home.
I'm trying to get the gang back home.
Oh yeah, that's more so what I meant.
Yeah.
Asgard is not a place.
The internet.
Asgard is a people, and wherever those people stand is Asgard.
I'm still in 5.1.
Oh yeah, you got some good.
Literally, the game is like, hey, go do the Grand Cosmos. Go do the one dungeon for this patch. And I'm like, no, I gotta learn how to put Xenos in a freaking headlock.
Get that character.
I gotta break Pretty Boy's bones. I gotta break his bones.
The level skips to 80 now, which I feel like is kind of broken. But for like a character that you know you're going to play, that I know Monk starts off like Monk was like a base job, right?
I'll tell you the truth, I'm not even at Monk yet. I'm still a pugilist.
Right. So you can really just go ahead and do that skip to level 80 and then run all the stuff as your Monk.
I could.
Yeah, if you literally just do all your job quests, that'll teach you the class.
So
well, see, that's the thing about it is I can learn a rotation. If there's one thing I know how to do, is learn a rotation.
Oh, well, yeah, shit. Palace is dead. Yeah, it'll crack the code in no time. If not already.
Heck, I'll learn a rotation. I've already been told by the Monk players that it's nothing worse than Old Summoner. It's not worse than Old Summoner, so I'll be fine. Because Old Summoner was a bitch.
I mean, this Monk has refinements. Like I think it's not as reliant on the positionals like it used to be.
But it's really how I need to see how. Because the thing about Old Summoner is you were on a 2-minute timer. That's how the entire class worked. Is you had to go through your rotation in order while maintaining your dots and hitting your procs on this 2-minute timer, because if you fuck up, you have to wait for that original cooldown to come back up. And until then your damage is like gone in the toilet. It's disgusting.
No, now I'm just like Ruby Wright go brr.
You see, I'm perfectly fine with them brain deading Summoner a little bit. I would like to go Red Book go burr.
Exactly. Oh my god, the level 90, you just dash in with the book and uppercut them.
Oh yeah, watching that.
I might have to spend. Right.
It's fun. Like those level 90 moves are ridiculous. I can't really use them yet, so it's like I have all this power, but I can't just like burn through it and use it. It kind of sucks, but you know, I'm just gonna level my samurai in the meantime.
Samuel Ulysses Ra.
Finish up this post game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, how far did you make it? You're in 5.4.
Honestly, I don't think I've actually started 5.4 yet, but that's where I'm at. The last thing I was doing was some of the weapon stuff. Like, I think I finished the Sapphire weapon, and I think I just unlocked Emerald. Or maybe we did Emerald weapon. I think I just unlocked it, though.
Diamond weapon is the real good shit. Like, out of all of
that shit, I'm like, ooh, man.
I think
you really are canonically a mech pilot.
Yeah.
This is awesome. This is great.
Did you focus
Shadowbreakers, 10 out of 10.
because there's a
For the
dude-
weapons?
Yeah, there's a dude in that quest that's just like you can't wait to beat the shit out of that guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like the Legatus?
Oh. I couldn't tell you his name in a minute.
Legiacris?
Like hi, Chris. Banned. But speaking of Legiacris and aquatic beings, I guess we should actually talk about some of the news that happened this week. So we got
Yeah, let's get it.
Splatoon 3 Swoled was announced, and that shit's clean. I think this is the first
shit is
special
clean.
edition Swoled, and I was already like, damn, I gotta find a way to finesse to like sell my Switch and get a Swoled.
Yeah.
But I have to have them both at the same time so I can transfer all my shit correctly. It's not like I could just throw that shit.
I was wondering how that's done. And I guess
Animal
Nintendo
Crossing
doesn't
is
make
the
it
thing-
easy.
Animal Crossing is the thing that makes it the hardest. Pokemon is the second hardest, and then.
Yeah.
But I know Animal Crossing is the one that people are like, yeah, if you put any effort into Animal Crossing at any point, just.
I did.
Right. Yeah,
I did.
my island had some shit going on, you know?
My island's not perfect, but it's
my
better
island's
than
not
some
a
other
meta
people's
island.
islands.
Hey, man, it's probably better than my island. I don't even know because I stopped giving a shit after a certain point. I had 3 villagers I wanted. I got all 3 of them because I got their amiibo cards, and
The flag on my island is like Sade's album cover.
Nice.
what's my flag?
So
I think my flag is Cone from Bleach.
nice.
Yeah, I just was doing pixel.
My
art.
flag means Cone, King of New York.
Are you sponsored by HBO Max this week, Madrid?
No, I mean that's what it was. That's what it was for. Like in the like Cone.
Cone?
That's what he would call himself. Like in like
In the
promo
anime?
material, or probably like in definitely like on like the endings. It would be like Cone, King of New York, and then like the KON is highlighted.
We're talking about the same cone, like Bleach Cone.
Yeah, yeah.
I've
yes.
never seen King of New York in reference to cone.
You're speaking with the bleach nigga, Anton.
Do I need to go get my Kisuke hat right now? Do I need to draw my Zanpakuto?
Mayhap.
Oh, one of the delivery drivers at my job has a Bleach lock screen. We were talking about the 1,000-Year Blood War arc, and he doesn't read. I was like,
Oh shit.
do we have the same lock screen? You have the promotional art.
I do.
I have like the 20th anniversary kind of promotional art with
With the Ichigo,
the
yeah.
Ichigo. Yeah, this has been my lock screen for a minute because this shit is just so clean. And when it's blurred out, it's just like black, white, and orange with like those.
I don't know why your phone being in bedtime, it's like, yeah, I can't show you your lock screen. Like, no, like, bitch, just show me the fucking lock
That's
screen.
the thing. The new iOS is dropping in the fall. I want to say it's iOS 16, but it also could be like iOS 20, and I wouldn't know. But yeah, the new lock screen system, they're treating lock screens like watch faces on the watch.
Oh.
And so
Yeah.
they're like optimization, like they had a whole section in their WWDC presentation about the lock screen. And I was like, yes, you're saying all the right things. I can set my Bleach lock screen, my Nier lock screen, and my Pokemon lock screen, and just have them at different points throughout the day. Say less.
Oh, that would be dope on a timer. Just like when I'm up early grinding.
Well, so you can have it change on focuses, and I use focuses a lot. So like my work focus is actually like I don't get notifications like if random people text me or whatever. Like,
oh, you're better than me. I be wanting to know, like, please, somebody. Oh, you posted something on Discord? Let me see it.
I use focuses. I have to remind myself to use focuses because
mine are like
it's nice to be able to just focus and not have your phone blow up every 30 seconds.
Yeah,
but on the same notion, sometimes you're bored.
See, when I'm at home is when I can like have the full Twitter, Instagram, Discord, like all them notifications flooding in.
Oh no! My Discord, no, not Discord. My Twitter notifications. Oh no, I don't want those. I don't want those shits pushed through. Instagram. Yeah, I think mine might be on though.
When I'm at home, all that shit's on. When I'm at work, it's only like specific Discord notifications, specific tweet notifications, and only like, because I know I have like the Cheesy Controller podcast thread, like I get all that stuff like in our group text. I get all that stuff while I'm at work, but when I'm driving, so it's really location based, so it knows when it connects to my car through Bluetooth that I'm driving. So it goes into driving focus where like nothing comes through. And then when I get to my job, it automatically, like I'll be parking and it'll switch to work focus based on location.
Yo, that's cool as fuck, but that is frightening.
I mean, Apple says privacy, so at this point, I gotta believe them.
Oh, you're at your plug's place. Let me play trap music for you. Whoa. You want to be hard, right? You don't want to look soft. Siri. You out there looking like food.
Baby, like way too much. I'm like, I don't even listen to Lil Baby. Like, at no point have I gone and been like, let me listen to this Lil Baby song. But my Apple, because it'd be like your personalized radio station, and it was hitting like consistently for a really long time. And then I don't know what the fuck happened. And like, it's been trashed the past couple times. I've resorted back to playlists. Like,
I can say this: those Spotify like For You playlists are fucking bangers.
Yes, they.
I heard it. I heard it. There's a remix of Tame Impala's "Borderline" with like it's like Tame Impala and Blood Orange, and it's like that shit is fuck. I'm like, when did this song come out? What the fuck? Fire. Yeah, so check out that For You playlist, that chill mix.
Okay. So this
their genre mixes are good too. Just I've been
somehow
putting on the house their For You house playlist mix for work. It's been saving my life.
Oh, we're getting, speaking of house music, we're getting Calvin Harris Funk Wave Bounce Volume 2.
Hey, New Money with 21 Savage is that's a fun track.
The first one was hit after hit after hit. Like the first one was like what DJ Khaled tries to achieve, Calvin Harris did effortlessly without screaming at you several times in every single song.
Does he even say anything?
Nope.
Oh, perfect.
It's DJ Khaled without the DJ Khaled part. The We the Best Music. Another one. Like without any of that, but just like cool artists collaborating. Because there's like a song with Kalani and Lil Yachty that hits. There was a song with Frank Ocean and the Migos.
That Slide.
Yeah.
Slide. Yeah, that was a banger. What was the one with Young Thug? Who else was it? It was Young Thug and fucking... I can't think of the song, but I know it exists.
I'm gonna just pull up the fucking...
The song he did with Q and... Who else was on that track? It was Cash Out. I don't remember, but Calvin Harris is like... he is my favorite out of all those like radio pop DJs that came out in like the mid 2010s when EDM was getting popular.
I can fucking add the volume 2 to my library now. How many years?
This isn't super similar, but like I fucked with French kiwi juice. FKJ.
Yes.
And of course, Toro y Moi, like
So looking at the
not quite the same vein, but still bangers nonetheless.
Right.
like looking at these collabs, it was Frank Ocean, Migos, Schoolboy Q. Oh man, it's
Celine
the lyric
Dion.
shit. It was Future and Khalid, Nicki Minaj, Pharrell. Yeah, there was some heat, and it's been 5 years since this album, which is crazy to me.
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, we had our time skip, so
Yeah, I was like, I feel like we've been through a couple of time skips.
right. But it's just like the fact that Calvin Harris hasn't dropped anything since then in 5 years, because Calvin Harris before that was pretty consistent. Like, looks like every 2 years from 2007 to 2014. And then, I mean, 2017 was 3 years. And so now we went from your longest gap being 3 years to your longest gap being 5 years. And watch, Rihanna's going to drop. Rihanna has at least
Well, the thing about he drops singles all the time because I was like, I really do feel like he drops a new single.
What was the last
every
Calvin
once in a
Harris
while
single? Because I feel like I would have whatever Calvin Harris would have put out since then, I would have listened to. I was listening to, like, I really want to like I Know Nego more than I do, but because it has the features, it just doesn't use them to their full potential. Like Lil Uzi Vert, that's not like a top Lil Uzi Vert song. Kid Cudi, that's not a top Kid Cudi song. A$AP Rocky and Tyler the Creator on a song together, and that's not even the best song. That's not top. That's like at best the third best song those two have together. So I mean, it is some fire Pusha T, and also I finally connected the dots of who Clips was the other day while I was driving, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I was listening
what?
I loop back around to like Pusha T is part of Clips, like because I knew about Clips.
We had a full circle moment.
Yeah, and it was like, oh my god, I was listening to like Justin Timberlake and Pusha T on an old ass song together, and I was just like, fuck. I was like, this is before I knew who Pusha T was. Long before.
No, Grindin did something to the community when it came out.
But like, I was listening to it, I was like, wow. Like, the amount of Clip songs that I heard, and I was like, wow, I've known this song, and I didn't know Pusha T was on it this whole time. Because it was something, I think I was like just letting Apple Music ride, and it started playing something off It's Almost Dry. And I was like, he said something, and I was like, Clips. Because I connected it back originally with the Kanye song.
It wasn't the song that was both him and No Malice?
No, it wasn't, actually.
Which is technically the Clips.
Well, it was Kanye featured Clips on Jesus is King. Like, on the best song, Use This Gospel. Like, hands down the best song on that entire album. Definitely bottom 2 Kanye albums overall, but that song is up there. Fuck, we're up to 13 Kanye albums, depending on how you cut it. Because Watch the Throne, Kids See Ghosts, Donda 2. I don't know if we can attribute any... Like, Donda 2 is not a real fucking album. You can't streamed onto 2. You can't buy it onto 2.
It's on the Steam Deck, right?
The STEM player, yeah. But that's not fucking finished. Like, The Life of Pablo, I listened to The Life of Pablo a lot unfinished.
Which version?
All the versions, every version. I've even within like the last 3 years gone and deleted The Life of Pablo from my Apple Music to re.
Did you save scum The Life of Pablo?
I mean, yeah, I got to back up.
They're getting Elden Ring endings off The Life of Pablo.
But October's wild.
Oh my god!
I don't know how I'm going.
I literally can't wait. Like October is like going to be the shining gem of this year for me.
Yeah, October is just like, all these things we delayed due to COVID. I guess they have to come out sometime. So let's just fucking chalk October full of this shit.
We're getting Bleach, baby. Yes.
Chainsaw Man.
Yes.
Oh my god!
We're getting
a solo leveling anime. I don't think that's coming in October, but that shit was announced.
Oh, Spy Family's definitely October.
Yup.
The one thing, they delayed.
Cyberpunk Edge Runners comes out in October. That looks good.
On the anime.
See, anime is not like video games. You can just pow that shit on, you know? As long as you have the ability to watch it, you'll get the chance to.
Right? You know, some of these things are going to have to be relegated to the dub watch. But like some of the media that's coming out is just English media. We don't even have to necessarily just rely on Japan to carry this October.
Yeah.
I
mean, this October's just stacked, and it's like
gaming wise too. What else is dropping?
I know God of War is November.
God of War is November.
Early November.
Oh yeah, we got the date.
October, Plague Tale Requiem. Persona 5 finally hit Switch, for those who are going to go back to that.
And it comes Persona, to PlayStation 5.
The fucking P5R comes to everything in October.
And I'm getting that bitch again.
Overwatch 2, finally, that's when Overwatch 2 is finally happening.
Yeah, that's when it's free to play for everybody.
That's when the Resident Evil Village expansion and Reverse comes out. And I'm going to be 100 here. I want to play the new Star Ocean game that comes out.
We're getting Mob Psycho, My Hero Academia, Bleach, Spy Family.
My Hero. Fuck, and this is gonna be that arc.
This is gonna be that arc. It's gonna be hands this whole season. Like this is just when they put their foot on the gas.
When we got into a fight for the better part of a year.
Well, yeah.
For the better part of a year.
Oh, it's gonna be cooking.
But also, I just got to say, which is hilarious, Forspoken knew to get out the way.
Yeah, Forspoken, it was like one more thing that had to be announced, and we got like multiple anime, and they're like, "Nah, we out." All the weebs are gonna be watching the anime, not playing Forspoken. They're gonna wait for that young sale. We were probably all gonna wait till January to play it anyway, and so drop that shit.
Because at first it was about to be a day one cop for me, but it started slipping.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like every time they'd show it, I'd be like, "Yeah, this is cool," but I am less enthusiastic about it. They're just
somehow less enthusiastic. And then I still remember where I think it was like the game director said the main character brought a hip hop vibe to Frey, and I was like, "What do you?" Everybody's like, "What do you mean by that?" Because she's black.
And that's the thing. Like, you can't even say that Luminous Studios, the team working on it, like, yeah, the team's primarily Japanese, but they're working with like Western writers and.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a white man that said that.
Yeah, guaranteed.
shaking my head at Square Enix's business decisions. But at this point, I'm just waiting for Sony
Speaking of
to buy them.
that, speaking of their business decisions, they're actually moving back from the NFT space. They're not going to actually be putting the profits from their sale of their Western division into the NFT business.
Well, I mean, NFT was like third tier.
Good.
They're like, we'll get there if we can get there. But like their primary focus was like AI and cloud stuff. And I don't know if they're using any of the AI and cloud tech because nobody has played Babylon's Fall. Like 8 people in the world have played that game. And so...
God. It's too easy to pick on it at this point.
That's the thing. It's going to hit PlayStation Plus Extra, and I'm just going to play it.
Gloss over it.
Boot it up, and...
I'd rather go play Shinobi Strikers.
I think I have that installed. I think I have all the Naruto games I own installed. Because there's just that section. Like, I have a 2 terabyte drive dedicated.
I played one match, and I won one match, so undefeated.
Retire on top, you know. Get out while you can. Kuma like won a game of Fall Guys and just never played Fall Guys again.
He's
undefeated. That undefeated.
He was the best. Yeah, so I'm guessing Sony was like, "Hey, bro, we just announced God of War. Y'all should push this bitch back." And Square was like, they're really looking around like, yeah, we should probably push it back.
God of War is just out here. God of War could have... That was the one everybody's like, you can delay it till next year. It'll be fine. But I mean, and it's going to be... I think the only November game that I can think of off the top of my head, and it's probably not even a November game, is Call of Duty. But
Pokemon.
like God of War... Pokemon's really... I'm going to have to miss this generation up front. It's been a minute since I didn't day one.
I don't know, Anton. I don't know, man. This is actually the multiplayer one.
It's
Anton,
Switch.
so you're telling me
That's
you
a
don't think you're going to
game.
be... Anton, so you're telling me you think it's going to take you longer. You're telling me you think it's going to take you longer than 9 days to beat God of War. You think it's going to take you longer than 9 days?
Maybe, mayhap.
No, you're gonna play Pokemon day one. You say this now.
You go finish God of War in like less than 7, and you're gonna be like, I got time.
Yeah. One of us would be like, yeah, so I'm on Pokemon. He was trying to squad. He was like, oh, god damn it.
The fucking pre-order system. If the pre-order system on Switch weren't just horse shit, I probably would have pre-ordered Pokemon by now. I would have pre-ordered Nier. I would have pre-ordered... There's so many games that are available for pre-order, but I know they're not going to charge me until a week before the game comes out. I'm like, what's the point? I want to throw money at this game now, so when it comes out later on, I just have it. But...
Yeah.
Nintendo be like, no, our games get delayed. We're not going to hold you. Imagine pre-ordering Advance Wars. That game is just that game went gold and then got indefinitely delayed.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess.
It makes sense in the same way that MotorStorm Apocalypse bombed because they sat on its release because the not Sendai. What was the earthquake in 2011 for Japan?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, fuck. It was near Sendai. I know for a fact because it's the same area that like the most recent like serious earthquake that hit Japan. Like it wasn't 2011 bad, but it was a pretty bad earthquake hit them, but they're way better prepared. I know it was in the same area, and like Sendai was one of the areas. They're YouTubers I watch that live in Sendai, and it's not Trash Taste.
I don't even think they're in Japan no more.
Well, they're like out. They're probably in the or they were in the U.S. this weekend because Anime Expo was happening, and I know they went to AX. But all their episodes, yeah, they went to the UK for like some conventions there, and now they came to America, so they might be on their way back to Japan or back to the UK. Who knows?
I kind of hate watch them sometimes.
I don't know. I enjoy Trash Taste. Trash Taste is just filler. It's just some dudes memeing, you know? Sometimes that's all you need. Listen to the boys talk about shit. That is all Trash Taste is. They had Jacksepticeye, which I didn't realize was Septic Eye until that episode. I thought it was like Septiceye, like Mordecai. But no, it's Septic Eye. Like septic tank eyeball. But yeah, so there was one interesting thing. I'm mad I didn't bring this up when we were talking about anime and manga. Fortnite is doing the crossover that weebs have been waiting on. Goku is going to be in Fortnite. Officially and finally, they found.
I've not seen that.
Items.
Oh, did they data mine it or something?
Yeah. It's a data mine, and they found the items. They found like placeholder stuff that was like in reference to Dragon Ball. They straight up have like one of the things they found was the Dragon Ball logo.
Niggas said I was crazy when I was like, bro, they need to do an anime season. They're laying down the foundation.
Yeah, I mean the problem with doing an anime season now is
their models kind of changed.
No,
because it seems like they just bring in whatever whenever.
Yeah, well, I mean, they still do themes to this season. Like when they flooded the map, Aquaman was in there, and like they're doing a lot more Star Wars stuff, and they added Darth Vader and Indiana Jones. Speaking of which, I need to play enough to at least unlock Darth Vader. Because I have Kylo Ren, I have a Stormtrooper. I need to complete my Dark Side set. There's not a Darth Maul. I do have Nathan Drake, though. Both the Tom Holland and the...
Yeah, that's the dark side right there.
Yep.
Heck, really what we need like Darth Talon in them back from some old Republic Sith Lords.
I don't think those are going to hit Fortnite. It took them this long to get Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see it happening of like anybody obscure whatsoever. They are only going for the biggest hits. Like their recent things have been like Silk Sonic and Obi-Wan. Like, and they have their partnership with Disney, so anything Marvel or Star Wars comes out is going straight into Fortnite.
See, it's one of those things where it's like if Disney didn't just borderline abandon the Old Republic outside of the MMO, Darth Talon definitely would have sold.
Well, I mean,
definitely would have sold some Fortnite skins.
Taika Waititi's doing the next Star Wars movie, and depending on how Thor: Love and Thunder,
it's not. I'm going to say this right now. I doubt it's going to be. I hope it's some non-Force related stuff. I hope it's like closer to Rogue One. Just some regular people and some droids saving the day.
I mean, if you don't want to do Force shit, you should definitely watch The Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett.
I already caught up. I'm caught up on all of Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm back to reading I'm back to where I should be reading the books. Like the High Republic trilogy is really good.
Yeah.
Like if Disney just came out the gate with that and made movies out of that stuff.
Visions 2. Every time I think about it, the fact that Visions 2 is like
I'm going to say Vision was the first time since Disney bought Star Wars where I could say Disney just straight up gave me what I wanted out of Star Wars.
I don't know. Mandalorian for me hit.
Oh yeah, Mandalorian's good.
Star Wars shows have hit harder than the Marvel shows on Disney Plus for me. But the Marvel,
yes, because Marvel's always had a pacing problem, and the shows has an even worse pacing problem.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish up WandaVision and then watch Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah,
that might be the weekend plan.
Doing that back to back. I need Moon Knight to appear in something else because Moon Knight got to a point where I was amped about Moon Knight, and then Moon Knight ended. And they haven't announced Moon Knight officially coming to anything in the near future. And a lot of the things we know we have coming up, Moon Knight doesn't make any sense in. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, Thor, Love and Thunder. None of these things.
Love and Thunder already out?
I think it comes out Friday. Yeah, this week. It's not out yet. I know.
I'm 2 days early. As of recording, I'm 2 days early.
Yeah, I just know it's not out yet because I haven't had to dodge any spoilers. I know the timeline, people are going to go see it opening night and just instantly spoil the entire movie and all the cool shit, so... I just got to see how it lands to see how excited I am for the next Star Wars movie. Because I rewatched Ragnarok last night, and Ragnarok holds up. There were new jokes I noticed that I hadn't noticed before. There were just moments that I had forgot that were just comedy gold. Korg comes in and when Loki disappears out of the illusion when he was visiting Thor in the arena, and Korg's piss off Ghost, kicks the wall, he's freaking gone. So yeah, I gotta see what Taika Waititi does in it because he played Blackbeard really well in Our Flag Means Death. Korg,
I was gonna say he hasn't missed in a good minute.
His Blackbeard was good. I don't think Our Flag Means Death was a top tier show. That was the thing that kind of has me somewhat concerned for Love and Thunder, because Love and Thunder itself is doing all the right things, but just Our Flag Means Death.
I mean, I think he's not. He didn't write that show.
He just acted in it.
Yeah, I think he's more he might act and produce on it. I don't think it was his.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, Love and Thunder is his, and I mean he acted in Free Guy, which Deontay pointed this out to me a little while back. The trailers for Free Guy were Deadpool and Korg watching trailers for Free Guy, and so it was Taika Waititi and Ryan Reynolds in their Marvel costumes, so that was cool. All right, so God of War, November 8th. How are y'all feeling? Am I the only one that's
I'm gonna get it.
Get delayed, but I don't.
At this point, I don't think so.
See Sony delaying it. We're this far. They announced a release date this close. I feel the game's completely done. They might go gold within the next month. Full, GM press the disc.
Yeah, gold. We'll probably get that after. They'll probably do a God of War state of play, and focus on that in a month or two.
I don't think we're getting any more God of War because they showed gameplay. They showed the collector's editions. Mm-hmm. They showed. We got the release date. I feel today's blowout was the blowout. That's it. It's said and done.
Here's a collection of tweets.
Well, there were videos and stuff, so.
I mean, where do those videos come from? tweets.
PlayStation blog. I don't know. For me, PlayStation blog is like PlayStation Twitter, because I used to listen to the PlayStation podcast, like the official one, and the people who were on that podcast, some of them, I mean, all of them back then, but some of them still now today write for the PlayStation blog. So I see Sid Schumann wrote a piece, and I know we're in good hands.
Mm-hmm.
Capable, competent, PlayStation loving hands. All right. Well, does anybody have one more thing before we wrap? I think we got some decent time under our belts this week without Chris.
I think.
No.
Yeah, that's basically it for me. You know,
Right?
Shadowbringers is 10 out of 10. Also, that is also a 10 out of 10 game for me. And also, 14 has moved into my all-time games list.
Yep.
I mean, it was going to be there anyway.
Is it your number one Final Fantasy yet?
Is it my number one Final Fantasy? I mean, yes, but I feel like it's in a special place because it can honor each and every Final Fantasy, and then still be its own.
Yeah.
Plus, it's an MMO, so it hits on different levels that you can't really compare it to other Final Fantasies unless it's like 11.
And yeah, 11. None of us.
I mean, granted, people still play that, but
people still play 11.
I don't.
There's a whole 14 right there.
I don't understand.
There's a whole.
You know, some people are just unwilling to change. You know.
I mean, if that's their game, I guess. But I mean, Monster Hunter World is in my top all-time games list, and even like I'm playing Monster Hunter Rise, like I'm playing Monster Hunter World 2 when that drops. You know.
Needs that.
Monster Hunter Universe. Damn, I thought I'd break 150k channel points this episode, but I didn't break that limit. But remember, you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Anton63X is Jalen.
Squid Bishop.
Grid.
Speedwagon X.
Alright, this has been a No It's Good production. The video version is edited by Long and Twisted Mind. The audio version is edited by Iknowjones. Until next time.